All right, good morning, guys. Today we're looking at CMCM here. Okay, so CMCM's looking pretty decent. I was kind of hoping it wasn't going to go through a massive drop like this. We had a weak support area here, but it looks like it broke down from that. So we're sitting pretty close to that 200 EMA. Yeah, not a whole lot going on right now, but I think this might pick up on and run on open. We've got PXMD here. It's also looking pretty good. We saw a low here of about $4 with a high of almost 6, so pretty good range there. We are just above that VWAP band right now, so this might come for a little bit of a drop on open. We've got USEA, which is again looking pretty good, going from $1.20 to $1.76, so we've got a decent range there. Sitting below that VWAP, BIAF, going from $8.30 to almost $12, so again, we've got a decent range. Price action's been a little, not very consistent on this stock. So I'm not really sure if we'll be playing this one yet, but on open we'll probably be able to tell a little better. We've got drug here going from $1.58 all the way to $2.19, so we have an okay range here. We're heading towards that 200 EMA band here, so hopefully we take a bounce off that. Holly looks like it's breaking down. It went from about $17 here to $21, almost $22, so I mean, there's a decent range, but it is looking like it is just breaking down right now. And then we have Forza going from $3.85 there to a high of $4.69. Again, a pretty decent range, but last time this one looked pretty decent. The price action wasn't too great on it. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what this one looks like on open as well, because this may not be as good as it looks right now. But I think PXMD is going to be good. CMCM could be decent. USEA is looking pretty alright right now. What else? Maybe drug. Drug could be decent. Yeah, and then maybe Forza. I'm not really too much a fan of BIAF or Holly right now, but that might change. GovX is also popping up on the scanner. Yeah, not a whole lot going there on GovX. All right. We are opening up now. CMCM is looking like it's hanging down. PXMD looks like it wants to run, so we could actually end up going for early trade on PXMD here. It is going to be risky, but I would like to maybe try to get in on VWAP. I'm not sure I want to get in much higher. Maybe we'll just leave it alone. Drug looks like it might, it looks like it bounced off that 200 EMA on the last candle there, $1.87 to $1.94. Forza kind of bouncing around. We have a BIAF with a massive drop, Holly dropping, and GovX not doing anything yet. PXMD still holding at that level, so this is probably something that will start to run here. So we're going to go for a 580, maybe, yeah, 580 entry. I'm going to go for a 630 PT and then a 5. Can we afford to give it? Need to get at least 540 out of it. That's probably not going to happen, so we're going to have to just give it a fairly tight stop. Maybe 560. 565. We'll see what this candle does here. We look like we're still holding on that support line, so yeah, 565. I don't want to risk too much because honestly, I can't really see us. It's either going to run here or start dropping all the way back down to VWAP, and if we're going to drop, I'd rather take a quick stop on it. So that's the plan for that stock. And that is PXMD. Okay, so we're dropping here. We dropped pretty hard, a little bit past our entry and past our stop loss, so this is a good place to jump in if you didn't already. Actually getting right on that stop loss at 565. So at 565, we'll drop our thing down to 550, give us that 15 cents. Entered 565, SL 550. We'll see if it holds there. If it doesn't, that's fine. If it does, great. That's 50 shares on that. USEA is heading down a little bit here. It did go for a little bit of a run from $1.48 to $1.59, so it's a pretty good run. It is coming back down. That MACD is not looking too great. Drug looks like it wants to run as well, and we do have some room up there. We did hit a resistance and got rejected. The VWAP is right here, though, so we're going to see if that holds. And we're going to see what PXMD does here as well. BIAF comes back pretty strong after dropping. Holly not really doing a whole lot. GovX not doing anything. CMCM is curling up, so we could try a CMCM play. I don't really like these slow curl ups, but we can try it. So we're gonna go for 535. We're gonna go for maybe 560, and then we're gonna go for a 520 stop. So again, we're gonna give it that 15 cents. All right, come on. Wow, hitting that exactly on the cent is really hard to do. Whatever. We'll go for a 520 right there. I don't know if it's halted or not. Maybe it's halted right now. I'll have to see on open. PXMD coming back down a little bit here to 560. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, CMCM's halted. All right, so PXMD back to 570. We got 565. Not really worth taking profits here. We're struggling to break past this resistance. USEA not doing a whole lot. Drug still something we want to use. What peripherals do I use? As in like keyboard and mouse. 1 second. Drug. I'm thinking we might want to get in on VWAP here and take the risk there at 202 or around 202. We're going to be looking at maybe about 220, 215 as a resistance. So we'll go 215, and then we're going to go for a 198 stop. So we're going to give it about 4 cents from 202. So we're going to put that stop right there. As far as peripherals go, I use a Razer Naga, I think it's a Naga mouse. Been using them for years. I just like the way they feel. I've got a Corsair K100 keyboard, and then I have 4 monitors. They're all 27 inches. I've got 2 curved and 2 flat. Drug is running. Maybe you got in a little bit high on drug. If you did, maybe I would still take profits at 215. I don't think it's worth waiting a little bit longer to take profits. If you do, it's I mean, like, at least take a little bit at 215. You don't know if it's going to break through that resistance. Okay, it broke through that resistance. Taking some profit here. That was very quick. Taking profits on rug 225-ish. PXMD looks like it is breaking down here. USEA not really doing much. CMC still halted. Drug up in the 230 area, 238. Take some more profit. We're up another 10 cents there. More profit. Drug 230-ish. That was crazy. Breaking down the stop on PXMD. So that's 550. We'll see if there's another opportunity here. Drug going nuts. We've got Forza here. Back down to that 200 EMA. This is where I want to take a Forza play. FRZA. We're going to go for a 418. Oh, never mind. You know what? We're breaking down even further from it. So let's leave that alone then. We'll come back to that later. BIAF is making a huge comeback, going from a low there of 880 to a high of 1065. Holly's on its way back up. GovX is still not doing anything. We'll see what happens at the bottom band here, so around that 520 level. Drug down a little bit, but we did hit a high there of 538. Or sorry, 238. Waiting to see if Forza comes back here or not. PXMD is still kind of hunkering down around that level, and we have CMC opened and up. So I don't know if he had some sort of fill in place there. My limit was not high enough to catch that, so I'm still not in it, unfortunately. I didn't expect a gap up that big, going from 530 to 580 there. That's pretty close, though. Drug looks like it may be turning around. These are kind of reversal candles. Wouldn't say they're full reversal candles yet, but... So make sure you have most of it out. Forza looks like it wants to come back. BIAF halted, I think. Okay, so we're getting really close to that level on PXMD at the bottom band here, 524. I think that's our next chance with PXMD. So I think we're going to go ahead and try that PXMD. Although PXMD got us a couple times yesterday, so it was about 525. Going to go for at least 560 out of it. And then just a 510 stop. So 510 is going to put us right there for a stop loss. We honestly don't even really need that big of a stop. We know if it continues to break down past 520 that we're probably not going to be in a place where we want to be. But it looks like these are two fairly bullish candles. Drug is back up quite a bit there, hitting 236 again. Force is still not breaking through. BIAF still halted. Holly's not breaking through either. PXMD is kind of struggling here. Okay, what's the next levels on drug? We got lots of levels up there, so. Next big levels, 267. Come on, PXMD. Time to grow. The drug that keeps on giving. 238, so we're hitting that high again. We're passing it. We hit 240. Still not a good place to take some more profits, though. I think we can wait longer. PXMD looks like a nice little pull up here. Can get rid of that. Although I do think that there's going to be a little bit of resistance here. You might see some around this level too. $540 from our entry, 520. You know, 545 from 525, that's not too bad. So you can look at taking some profits here if you want to. Take some profits. XMB. 545. Okay, looks like we might break through. A little bit of rejection there. Drop back down after hitting a new high there, 240. If we drop back down to VWAP, it could be another potential entry. CMCM might unhalt and halt back up. BIAF is opened and high, so oh man, that's pretty high. Kind of risky. It's heading back down pretty strong too. I think we should try a BIAF play here. Maybe like 1080 if we can. Hard to pinpoint an entry when it's moving like this, but maybe 1080. Go for about 1150. So we're going for at least close to $1 on it, and then a 1040 stop loss. So we're going for about a 40-cent stop loss from wherever you get in. Saw a low there of about 1070. That's BIAF. All the way up to 1140, just like that. I'm going to take some profits here. I'm not quite where I want to be on it yet. Taking some profits, BIAF, 10, or not 10, 1140. I think we might get more out of it, and I got in a little late there. Okay, so we're going to wait a little bit, see if that pops back up. PXMD back or down to $5. So we took some profits there at 545 or 550, something like that, but dropped down into stop for the rest. Drug is down to VWAP, so this is our next opportunity on drug. So we're going to go ahead and take another full entry on drug at maybe 218. We're going to go for 240 with a 214 stop, I think. 215 levels right there. Yeah, well, maybe we can get in at 214 or 215. Let's try for 214, and we're going to try for a 210 stop. If we start to break down lower, we don't want to be in that, so that's supposed to be a stop loss. There we go. Remove that. Okay. PXMD. Yeah, so that broke down. It's a good thing we took a little bit there. CMCM is unhalted, maybe halted again. It's actually really hard to tell right this second, but I think it just, yeah, unhalted and then went straight back down to a halt. This is probably not going to be playable for a while. Drug at 217 currently. Okay, so 215 here, you could get in, 214, 211. Wow, that was a big drop. Again, I guess we're looking to jump in a little late here. 208. That knife, SL 4 cents down. So 204 stop is what we're going to go for, which is right there. It's happened twice now. Just about to hit where we want to enter, and it drops dramatically. So, I mean, I think it kind of paid off last time. We'll see if it can recover. Again, Force is not doing anything. BIAF up at $12 here. Hit $12.50. So definitely a good place to take some profits. Hopefully you're doing that. BIAF 12.50-ish. Definitely like huge on profits there now. We still have a little bit left. I think we could probably get a little bit more out of it. We're waiting. Maybe we'll see a bounce here. It'll come back down to about $11 or so. So we got in. What did we get in on this? 10.55. So 40 cents. So we're looking at, yeah, I don't know, 10.10 for stop loss. No, wait, what? Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm going to move the stop. I don't want to see it lower than probably 1080. If it starts dropping lower than 1080, it's definitely dead. So we can put the stop there for that. Drug at 212 currently, so it is slowly coming back. So maybe we lucked out there. PXMD dip, yep. Destroyed you today. I think we played this yesterday too, didn't we? And did we lose on them? I know we lost once on it. PXMD. I think we only took it once. Oh, no, twice. Yep, lost both times yesterday. BIF really going? Yeah, it really did. And it looks like it's going to keep going. 240 hertz? No, I don't think they're 240 hertz. I think they're all 170 or 175, whatever it is. Drug back up to 1250. So if you're waiting to take profits because you want to hit that 1250 mark, you are there now. We just hit like 1280. PXMD good to re-enter. You could try it. It's on a support line here, so it's not the worst option. Although, honestly, between today and yesterday, I've almost exclusively been taking stops on PXMD, so I'm just going to leave it alone, I think. But unless I see something absolutely perfect. Yeah, BIAF, that's what I meant. That is correct. Drug slowly curling here. Yeah, I think BIAF is going to keep going here. Holly's at $19, so that's slowly been making gains. It's slowly getting there. Knife on BIAF. Drug 217. So what was our entry on drug? 208. So 218, we could take profits. That's 10 cents right there. Start to take profits on drug 213. Yeah, it looks like that's about the level you want to start to take profits on. Forza starting to move finally. We see it with an ice cream candle there going from 418 to 430, high of 438 there. Yeah, you know what? The range is pretty slim and this hasn't really been moving at all, so I'm not really too keen on jumping in on that. PXMD's at that 200 EMA. This is probably the safest place to take a play on PXMD if you wanted to. You'd probably be looking to get in right on the VWAP line or right close to it at 486 here. Did I say VWAP? I meant 200 EMA. And then maybe give it a little bit of room, like a 478 stop loss, and then ride it up to that VWAP line. Drug back up a little bit here. CMCM back down now. Looks like it's unhalted and moving, so you could enter here if you want to, but I don't think there's really much point. Not really sure what's going on. Because the 9 EMA is a bullish indicator and we are not really in a bullish market, so it'll give you a lot of false signals. So I tend to stay away from the 9 EMA in a bearish market. Drug at 220 here, so we're getting pretty high. If you didn't take profits earlier, you could take some now. Other than that, we're going to be waiting for at least, 225. Or 225 now, 228. Okay, we can start to think about taking some profits here. Make that call. Take some profits. Drug 230-ish. USEA is not doing anything. I think this one's going to be pretty dead in the water, so I'm going to close that down. FRZA back down. We've got BIAF. It did hit a high there of 1280. It's coming down a little bit here. If it hits VWAP, I might actually jump back in. It's going to be risky because we are up really high on this, but I think because I'm running out of shares and I'm a little bit FOMO here, I'm going to try to jump back in. So, I mean, like, realistically, I guess we'd be aiming for about 1140. We're going to go for at least 1240 off of that, and then an $11 stop. That's BIAF. If you have to get in higher, you can, but it is a risky play either way. Make sure wherever you get in, you give it 40 cents. Gonna try to jump in, I guess, 1180 since it doesn't look like it's coming down. That's the goal anyway. Drug back to 220 here. PXMD looks like it is so far bouncing off of that 200 EMA. However, this could just be a dead cat bounce. It could continue to fall, so we're gonna have to wait and see. CMCM back up and halted. Maybe again. Man, this stock is just all over the place. How many trades do I have left? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With this BIAF trade, that's 6 trades taken, so I've got 4 left after this. CMCM obviously doesn't count because we never even got a chance to get into it. When it unhalted, it was too high, and then when it unhalted again, it was immediately down and halted again, and then when it unhalted, it was just too low and didn't look good. So we're at 6 trades. No, not for risk. We're doing a cash account challenge this month. So to manage your account positions with money settled, you need to kind of have a plan in place. So we're using 5% of the account, and we're just doing 10 trades a day on that. And then after that, if there's still time left over from the first hour, then I generally just continue on and, keep taking... I don't take the trades, but I make the calls for the trades. Hey, all good, man. BIAF down to that 1160 area. That's not bad. If you get an 1160, you could have an 1120 stop, which puts you definitely below that stop loss. That's a decent place to get in. Okay, so let's see here, 1150. Oh, 1130. There we go. We're hitting it. We're hitting exactly where we want. Never mind, we're hitting way lower than we wanted. Okay. What did I get in here at? I'm not even in the 11s, I'm in 10s. Okay. So at that rate, we're stop loss at 1090, 40 cents down. Now we'll give it, I don't know, just 1070. I honestly think that this is not good. Damn near got the bottom there. Yeah, I just got stuck in a halt down. I was literally 2 cents up from the halt, which is probably not a good thing, but we're gonna see. That's why I'm not gonna have a huge stop loss on this, because if it drops anymore, I definitely want to just try to get out with the least amount of risk possible. I feel like if it unhalts and it starts moving down, I could get quite a bit of slippage there. So PXMD back at the 200 EMA, and we have drug here down a little bit. Okay. All right, so I guess now we go to explain BIF. Drugs back up. It looks like it's trying to break through that resistance line there this time. Might actually succeed. Is it good to play warrants? I've never really played warrants. I don't think. I think they've got special rules or something. I'm not really too sure. Where did I get into BIAF at? 1090. I was actually aiming to get in. I saw it at 11:30, and I tried to get in, and by the time I saw my fill pop up, it was 1090, and I was like, "What the hell?" And yeah, it dropped really hard the second I went to go and play it. I know BIAFW is on the scanner right now. It doesn't discriminate against warrants, but I myself don't play warrants. That's halted. We're in drug. That's really it right now. Ores is okay. We do have a couple other things we could look at. NA. Yeah, that's not looking too great. We've got, what else we got here? FWBI. That one's not looking too bad. It's got a decent range to it, but nothing too spectacular. Nope, nothing there either. Drug and PXMD taking most of the alerts. Curious how this is going to unhaul, if it's going to immediately run back up and we'll be in money, or if we're going to hit that stop loss really quick. It could do both. Could hit that stop loss and then run. Okay, so this is the third attempt at breaking through. So if it doesn't break through here, we're kind of in trouble. I wouldn't be holding on to too many shares here on drug. We have tried 3 times to get through this level. I don't know what's going on with CMCM, but I feel like if we pick a good time to get in, we might actually make a decent amount of money. So CMCM, yeah, down here at VWAP, maybe we can try for a 10 or 570 candle. Try for 650, and then just a 555 stop loss. Let's go 550 stop loss, I think. We got to be careful though, because this could be a fairly instant stop out. These candles are very volatile. They don't look very big, but they are. So if we're looking at 550, yeah, see, we're almost down to 550 just before we even enter. That's CMCM. Okay, well, I guess we're going to jump in around here. So we're jumping in around 550. This has happened now like 3 times today. We're getting in at the stop loss, or where we thought we were going to have a stop loss, versus where we're actually supposed to get in. CMCM, 545 entry. So we're going to go with the 530 SL. You could give it the 525 stop loss if you really want to, but I think 530 is probably going to be enough for me. We're already up to 560 on it. That's not bad. We saw a high there of 578. So I'm going to say take profits on CMCM 575-ish. That's definitely going to be a little bit of profit right there. And we definitely don't know what's going to happen with the stock, so make sure you do secure some. Drug 221, so we're down on drug. BIAF is open, did stop us out. It does look like it's going to go back up. I kind of figured that was going to happen. But there was just no way around it once we got in that stop or into that halt. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered even. It went all the way down to 1050 anyway. Would have had to have like an insanely long stop there. Back up to $6, 6.17 on CMCM. So we're taking some profits here. CMCM, 6-ish. All right, so that was a good play. We're already up 60 cents on it. I think this might even go higher, so I'm going to leave some in there. But we'll see what happens with that. I guess I'm just going to jump back in on BIAF here. BIAF. 11.30. Gonna go for probably 12.30 and then $11 stop, I guess. I don't know, we might get a little lower. Yeah, we could probably get a little lower. We might even get $11 as an entry. So we're gonna try for $11 as an entry. And then we're gonna try for a 10.70 stop. So stop's gonna be the exact same place it was before. I think that's a fairly safe place. The bodies are all above this resistant or support area, so we should be okay with that. So just try to get in around $11. That's BIAF. That has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades for the day. Okay, so CMCM hit a high there of 6.13. Or at 6.9. If this starts to break out, it could actually go pretty high here. Jog back up to that 230 area. We are breaking through that resistance a little bit better, so we are making a high here. Looks like we're on a little bit of an uptrend. BIF giving us that $11 entry. You could even, looks like you could even get a lower if you want. You could get 1090 entry if you're patient enough. Let's hope that's where it ends though. CMCM 613, so we're hitting that high again. Now we're hoping it holds on the support line. Opened up below it, that's not a good sign. Could take a quicker stop. Oh, there we go, it doesn't matter. That's the 1070 stop. Back down to VWAP. I don't think we're 200 EMA, sorry. I don't think we're going to touch this just yet, although there's money to be made on BIAF. If you can stomach the risk, I think getting in down here around the $10 mark is probably a good area. This is going to bounce up for sure. What do we got? We got 2 trades left, so that's a little bit tough. So we did hit a new high there of 628. Looks like there's a little bit of rejection happening. Drug still having a hard time. BIAF down to 1080. That bottom band looks like it might open up and might even drop harder here. And nothing new on the scanner, so we're going to continue to play these. Holly hasn't really been moving enough to really make any money, so we're going to close that down. I think BIF is halted down right now. Drug's on its way back up. We're stopping out on the remainder of CMCM. I think we're halted too. Yeah, we're definitely halted down too. So we can't even jump in right away. We'll have to wait on that if we want to take another CMCM play. But there's a good amount of risk here, but there's also a good amount of potential profit there as well. If we go over here, we can go and see what we made off that last CMCM play. So that last one was like 11%. Which isn't bad. I kind of thought it was more, but that's not too bad. Oh, how are we doing on the money board? We made a whopping $114 today. So we're growing, but we're growing slowly. I think we still have 2 trades though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we still have 2 more. Nah. Let's take a look at now. Yeah, it's still going. $4 to 6. Yeah, decent. It's a decent range. I feel like it's a little bit lacking in price action. There's a couple candles here that kind of worry me that it's just going to die out, and then of course, you know, you do actually see the volume hitting lows for no reason, really. It could be a decent play, though. Drug down big time here. If it hits the support line at 207, we might have an opportunity to buy in, but it just broke negative on that MACD too, so that's something to at least worry about a little bit. PXMD actually broke down from that 200 EMA, and it looks like it's coming back now, but of course we're not going to trust that. NA not doing a whole lot, and then CMCM, this is what I'm really waiting for to unhalt this, or drug hitting that 207 level and seeing if it's going to pop back up here. That bottom band's curling up a little bit. This is giving us a little bit of hope here, so I'm thinking that maybe we jump back in on drug around maybe 210. If we can. 210, go for 230, and then a 206, 205 stop. Give it 205. Oh, didn't do that right. Drug 210, 230, 205. There we go. So that's going to be our next play, and then hopefully our last play will be a CMCM play for a huge win. Just waiting for that to unhalt. Now it's looking okay, I guess. It's as long as it holds some volume here, it'll be okay. But it just worries me when stuff goes from like lots of volume to literally like no volume and then back. So Forza is actually looking like it's making some moves here, which would have been nice to see a little bit earlier on in the morning, but it's starting to pick up a little bit. Bottom band is closing in on drugs, so if you're not in currently, I'd be looking to get in. This is showing signs that it's just going to recover from there. CMCM should unhalt here fairly soon, and we'll see what we can do with that. Drug already at 218 here. Probably going to see a little bit of resistance in this area. Going to take a little bit of profit, 220. BIAF when it unhalts could be decent too. We'll see which one looks good. Drugs looks like it's consolidating a little bit. NA is actually just moving up, so definitely could be a play there. BIF unhalts. Looking like it wants to go up. Sure, we'll take our chances with BIF for the last one. We're gonna go for anything about $10. Gonna go for 1150 and then just a 980 stop. Now let's give it a 965. $10.10, that's not bad. Okay, now let's see this start to recover. CMCM opened up down even further, so that could be a bad thing. This is the last trade, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is our last trade, so anything else will be just calls. Yep. Drug with the knife. Definitely. Definitely a good thing we took some profits on it then. Very close to that stop loss. CMCM not doing a whole lot. BIAF made its way up to about 1050 there. Yeah, again, it looks pretty bearish. Let's see if it breaks into that low and stops us out. Quite a bit of spread right now. Bottom band opening up wide. So is the top one, so it's just volatility. We could end up shooting up here as well, but I think it's more likely to go down right now. The only thing saving us is this MACD is pretty overextended down. There we go. There's that volatility at 1040. We could take some 1040. Let's take a little bit at 1040 just to be safe. Take some profits on BIAF 1040-ish. Drug just about stopped us out. It didn't quite, but it doesn't look great either. So, I mean, this could be like a decent time to get out of it if you want to. Or if you want to take the risk, you can hold the rest of the shares and see what happens. Still waiting to see a little bit of that volatility in CMCM. Maybe we can look at taking another play on that. BIAF really struggling here, but I do think that BIAF will make a good recovery from this. Got filled at 807. How did you get filled at 807? That doesn't make sense. It hasn't even hit that since like early. No, it hasn't hit 807 at all today. By like a long shot. Today has been a bit of a struggle. Yesterday was a bit of a struggle too. Yeah, on paper, but yeah, were you in from yesterday? It must be a glitch. It has to be a glitch. IBKR sometimes has glitches. Oh no, really? Breaking the streak? How much are you down? Is it something that you can recover from? Big red day for you too. It has been a hard day, that's for sure. Nothing seems to want to move in the right direction. Yeah, it might take some time to recover from 70 bucks. Yeah, definitely a good idea to switch to paper if you're not doing well on any particular day. NA, this is going to be a good place to get in on NA if any, but that MACD is pointed down, so this could be a bigger pullback. Drug was a great trade, yeah. CMCM's not working out. The IAF is not looking too happy either. Drug's looking okay still so far, but we'll see. Starting to move back up, so that's a good sign. BIAF is still holding, so I mean, it is what it is. Maybe we actually make some decent money off BIAF. Wait, so you're green or you're red? Still though, if you're starting with 500 bucks, wait, is that like are you playing like a cash account or are you playing like a margin account with 500 bucks? Okay. So are you putting like $500 into each trade, or is there like a particular number you're going for? Half? That's not bad. That's pretty good. So I think you're using pretty much the same position sizing I am right now. Almost $800. That's insane. Way to go. Pets, we could take a look at pets. Price action is very, very spotty. Not something I would be interested in playing. There's a lot of things wrong with this. You've got volume that's really spotty, price action's really spotty. You've got the VWAP and 200 EMA flipped. The spread isn't that great either. Drugs looks like it's doing okay here. BIF starting to break down. What position size am I using now? Let's see. Last one was 30 shares of BIAF at $10.10. So roughly 300 bucks. Yeah, like 300 bucks per position. Okay, so we're gonna stop on the remainder of BIAF. We still have some drug left. I think that CMCM is going to be a good play. I can feel it. CMCM, maybe 485. Okay, 480. 460. Let's just keep going down, I guess. 460. Gonna go with at least a $5 PT there, and then a 445 stop loss. I think this is something that's gonna start to curl up here. So 445 be breaking a new low. Again, really struggling to get that exact stop loss. Is there a way just to type the number in? Can I just like double click it? No. Okay. Well, 446 it is. PXMD stop loss for you? Were you taking that trade off of somewhere up here, I guess, like maybe 510? 508? PXMD is not looking too bad, though. I don't know. PXMD just feels like a trap to me. Every time I play it, I lose money, so I've just decided to stay away from it. BIAF has been okay. Like, we've been making some money. I think the first BIAF trade was pretty good. Hang on, let me head over to the trade summary here. Yeah, first one was like 19%. Then we took a 1.8% loss, then a 2.7% loss, and then we just made back 2.5% on it, but that's really nothing major. Nice. You caught the true bottom? That's awesome. It must have been a decent amount of money there. Yeah, equal money on both sides, yeah. So PXMD in the aftermarket pump, yeah. Well, I just moved a line there, that's okay. So you caught the true bottom, so you're talking like $2.80 or something, or 281 here. And what you didn't sell way up here at $4.90, right? You probably took some profits along the way or something. 470? That's a massive trade. That's huge, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. No kidding. I can't hold that long. Definitely, that's nuts. Okay, so CMCM's doing okay so far. You're already up to 480. That might be an okay place to take a little bit of profit. Take some profit, CMCM, 480-ish. BIAF? This is looking like a dead cat bounce to me right now. I mean, like, we are seeing that MACD start to curl up, but we are also seeing less volume, which means less conviction in the move right now. So it's kind of hard to say that it's going to be a recovery from here now. I was expecting to see more volume, not less. Because usually you want to see people getting excited that it's low and buying it up, right? And it's not really happening right now. Pets is going straight up. Lots of volume here, but again, that seems pretty risky. I feel like I've been watching this at around like 605 forever, up on this little bar. BIAF, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'd give it a couple minutes and see what happens with BIAF here. I think that MACD is recovering too hard with almost no price action here, so drugs back to 210. It looks like it hit 216 there, so Again, a couple other places we could have taken a little bit of profit or, just cut our loss. We do have CMCM that dropped quite a bit down to that 450 level, it looks like. Yeah, to sell on your phone. Well, selling on your phone is okay, and that's why I think it's really important to have definitely a cell phone with your brokerage on it, because there's sometimes where you do get a power outage or your internet goes out or something just doesn't work, and you can log in and sell your positions manually through that, or you could even just call them and get them to close your positions for you. Although I feel like it's faster just to log in and do it yourself if you can. Drug at 211 currently. CMCM still getting very close to stopping out on the runner here, but I think that there's a good chance that this kind of keeps going. Just need to see some volume. So close. Couple cents. Oh, so slow. Let's take a look at ES. It's pretty wild, actually. Pets is down to that 200 E or VWAP line. This could be a potential play. I'll make a call on that. 450, maybe try to bring it up to 470 and a 440 stop loss. We're gonna give it 10 cents of room down below, and we're gonna give it 20-cent price target. So we'll see about that. BIF looks so far like it might actually be recovering, but again, we're just about to touch that zero line on MACD. It could get rejected there. It looks like we might be hitting that 200 EMA at the same time here, so let's see what happens. This is like the reverse, like usually you don't want to take a trade when the MACD is crossing down right on the VWAP, but you also don't really want to be taking a trade where the MACD is crossing up on the 200. It's a lot of resistance to break through. One candle, yep. Well, it did it a couple times. There's lots of these candles that are going like 50, 60, 70, 80 cents. It's nuts. 10% down. Hell yeah, get some evals going. Yep, BIAF. So it looks like CMCM recovered a little bit here back to that 470 area. Yeah, BIAF got rejected. So far anyway, it looks like it could potentially come back up, but I'm not convinced yet. That volume is still really low and we haven't really seen too much of an increase in it. Pets bounced off that 450 area. It's already at 460. Could start to take some profits here on pets. Take profits on pet 460-ish. Was drug? Yeah, I made about 10% on drug. 12% on drug. We're actually better off today than we were yesterday, but did we make less money somehow? Let's go to the money board. Okay, we made a little bit more. Made 100. We're closing out around 130 bucks. So that's okay, I guess. Seems like so little compared to where we should be with a $5,000 start, but that's just cash account stuff. PXMD actually looking like it's going for it here. CMCM back to that 450 level, getting close to stopping us out again. BIAF giving up again. Petsing around 460 to hit 466 there. Yes is wild. This would be a good place to take a short. I'd be like looking to open a short here and then have a stop loss up here. I think draw will come down to the 200. It's definitely a possibility. We could be getting close to the end of the pullback here before another run on drug. Same with BIAF. BIAF actually on a 5-minute scale looks like this is the pullback. AHI can take a look at. Pets at 466 again. Looks like it's trying to hit that 470 area. We can get rid of NA. Yeah, AHI looks like it halted up and unhalted even higher. I would say this is probably a risky time to even think about getting in on AHI. And it did consolidate and go. Yeah, I saw that. Although it looks like it's getting rejected off VWAP. Yeah, you know what? I think we're pretty close to the end of the day here. I think that BIAF is going to be something to play today. I think that there's a good chance that this makes it back up to at least close to the $12 area, if not hitting $12. I think CMCM is also something that could possibly be a play. It got very, very close to stopping us out again. Looks like it's moved back up. Drug also looks pretty decent. I think that could make it back up to the 230 area. AHI, it might be something. I feel like there's not a lot of data to go off of here. I think your best bet is to at least wait for it to hit VWAP and see if it holds there. Pets is obviously pretty good. Almost hit PT there twice. Back down a little bit, so keep an eye out for that. And then CMCM is, I think that's going to be a winner. But besides that, I wouldn't really play Forza. I don't think it's doing much. And PXMD, like you can play it. I don't really have much of an opinion on it because obviously I haven't been playing it very well, so I don't really want to give an opinion on something that I'm not obviously doing very well at. So I'm just going to leave that up to you guys if you want to play that one. But yeah, definitely drug, BIAF, maybe pets, and maybe AHI. And CMCM if you can get in low and then, wait for it to make a jump because these jumps are pretty good. 10-20 cent jumps. Definitely worth taking profits on those. So yeah, other than that, we'll go over the tracker quickly. We're up 55% today. So we're actually off to a pretty bad start on this challenge. I don't think it really technically matters because we're not compounding very fast on this. But usually last month's challenge, we were hitting like 100% daily. Now we're down to like half that. I think it's been a very, very slow. I don't know why there's an AUVI trade popping up here. That was drug earlier. Let's take a look at data entry. Yeah, it's drug. Moneyboard's acting up again. Anyway, that's supposed to be drug. Did it do it the other time? No, it says drug right there and drug right there. That's weird. But yeah, we're slow start to the month. I think we're gonna get there slowly, but not there yet, that's for sure. That's $130 for the day. We're at $520 or $5,252. So we've made about $250 in 2 days. And our win rate right now is 65%. So we need to kind of work on that too. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm pretty much done. I'm not seeing anything really worth taking a trade on right away here. I mean, drugs looking okay. BIAF, if you can get in somewhere down here, 950, I think that's going to be a decent option. And pets, if you can get on VWAP and sell around 5 or 470 there, I think that's going to be good too. Yeah, this month has started bad. Anyways, guys, I'm going to hop off. Enjoy the rest of your morning. If you're going to try and turn your red to green, good luck with that. And I will catch you guys later. Take care, guys.